Hello, hello, hello. Hi everyone. How are you all? Eri and Hero, please talk. Please go and talk on some other channel. There is one more video. There you can chat. Alright, so our PYQ series is going to be continued. Due to my throat infection, I might not be able to complete. I'll try my max to complete it. But if not, then I'll take it in 2 parts max. Okay, so ellipse PYQs, we have discussed the chapter of ellipse. I hope you all have gone through the concepts. All the concepts were taught. The good part is in JEE Mains, you don't have too much of the syllabus from ellipse. Okay, too much of the syllabus from ellipse you don't have. What happens is tangents, normals, and there are many other parts which are removed, for example common tangents and all. So majorly the basic definition and parametric representation is the major. 90% of the questions are being asked from last 2-3 years from the basic representation, basic definition of ellipse and its parametric representation, like latus rectum, directrix, focus, and obviously they are going to combine your questions of ellipse with other conics like circles and parabolas and even hyperbola. But today I'm not taking, hardly 1 or 2 questions were there in PYQs where they connected hyperbola. I'll take those PYQs in hyperbola section. So today we'll start with the questions which are from 2025. Yes, now we are going to discuss the questions which came in 2025 also, that means this year as well. Okay, so this year as well these questions have come. Now the questions of ellipse, I must tell you once again, I'm repeating, chord and like the chord of contact or length of chord or chord with given midpoint, these type of questions are rarely asked in ellipse. Most of the times, 95% of the time I must say, they ask the questions from this part, the parametric representation and basic definitions. Although they'll club your questions of ellipse with other conics, that makes them difficult. All right, so let's solve some questions which are from ellipse which came in 2025. This is your first question. The question looked horrible. It came on 28th January morning shift, which is supposed to be a moderate to difficult shift, which is assumed to be a moderate to difficult shift. And yeah, the question of ellipse, see, I tell you, coordinate geometry is easy, but the questions from coordinate geometry are always tough, or not tough, they'll be tricky or even calculative sometimes, right? So you have to be prepared in that scenario without any doubt. All right, so I hope everybody can hear me. Am I clearly audible? Can somebody confirm? Good, continuous. Thanks for teaching. Yes, Eri. Great. Okay, so now question says, let E1 means E1, x square by 9 plus y square by 4 equal 1 be an ellipse. Ellipse EI are EI, this is I, are constructed such that their sorry such that their centers and eccentricities are same. So E1 is an ellipse which is given to us. Then E1 is an ellipse which is given to us already. What is E1? It is x square by 9 plus y square by 4, and this is equal to 1. This is your E1. Now there are more ellipses. There are some more ellipses which are drawn. There are more ellipses which are drawn. Now they are naming them as EI. What is EI? EI is an ellipse whose center and eccentricity are same that of E1. All the ellipses which are EI, their center is 0, 0 and eccentricity is also square root of 1 minus 4 by 9. Okay, so eccentricity are same. So first of all, what will be eccentricity of E? Let's find out. Eccentricity of E will be square root of 1 minus, we know the formula, right? Eccentricity is what? Square root of 1 minus b square by a square. Now in this b square by a square, b square should be smaller, a square should be bigger. smaller one square divided by bigger one square. Only remember that vertical and horizontal ellipse, you won't get confused in that. Here A is greater, B is smaller, so it will be 4 by 9, right? 4 by 9. B square is 4, A square is 9, A is 3, B is 2, right? Small things, but you know, sometimes you might forget them. So this will become root 5 by 3, correct? Your eccentricity will come out to be root 5 by 3. Now all these ellipse, EI ellipse, which are constructed, their center and eccentricity are same that of E1. That all the EIs now will have same center and eccentricity will be root 5 by 3. Right, now next information, and the length of minor axis of EI is the length of major axis of EI plus 1. That means the length of minor axis of, for example, of EI will be greater than length of major axis will be is the length of major axis of EI plus 1. So if we take the length of minor axis of E1, it will be equal to length of, what does it mean? That if we take the length of minor axis of E1, that will be equal to length of major axis of E2. That's what it is saying, no? Length of minor axis of EI is the length of major axis of EI plus 1. Length of minor axis of E1 will be equal to the length of major axis of E2. Similarly, length of minor axis of E2 will be equal to length of major axis of E3. And it will keep going on like this. Length of minor axis of E3 will be equal to length of major axis of E4. That's what it is saying simply. Complicated language but easy to decode. Now if AI is the area of ellipse EI, then 5 by pi, this thing we have to find. For this one more information you need to know. What information? Area, write it down somewhere. I think I taught, but if not, then just write. Area of ellipse is nothing but pi into A into B. Pi multiplied with length of semi-minor axis multiplied with length of semi-major axis. That's it. This is the area of ellipse. That simple. Very easily. We can derive it also if you want. Right? You try deriving it or look for the derivation. Or put in the comment box. I'll put a video if you want. Right? Whatever you wish. Alright. This is what they are saying. So area to we'll be able to find. But here what do we need to find? We'll need to find the pattern. Right? So A1, A2, A3. It is asking us to find sigma AI. From I equal to 1 to infinity. That means it is asking us area of first ellipse plus area of second ellipse plus area of third ellipse plus area of fourth ellipse and so on till infinity. This is what it is asking us to find. Okay. Again, question looked horrible, but it became understandable now. So what do we know? The main information over here is length of minor axis of E1 will be length of major axis of E2. What is the length of minor axis of E1? What is the length of minor axis of E1? Length of minor axis is 2B. This is A greater than B. Here A is greater than B. Right? For this one A is greater than B. Now what will happen if we understand the figure, although we don't need to go into this, but if we understand the figure, this is our horizontal ellipse, correct? This is my horizontal ellipse. Now length of minor axis of E1 will be the length of major axis of E2. That means E2 should be this. Then only length of major axis will be this, right? Or for vertical ellipse only major axis will be this one, na? Length of minor axis for E1, this is my E1, this is my E2. So length of minor axis for E1 is equal to length of major axis of E2. So E1 will be horizontal, E2 will be vertical, then E3 will be horizontal, E4 will be vertical. Likewise, it will keep going on. Now next will be here, then one more, it will keep going on. And we have to find the sum of their areas till infinity. I think now question will start looking to you easier, right? E we know already. Now what will be our E2? If we talk about E2, if I talk about E2, what ellipse will be E2? This is my E1. So my E2 will be what? Length of minor axis will be major axis for E2 and E2 will be a horizontal ellipse. So E2 will be x square. So for E2, y square by 4 will write. It will be vertical ellipse, x square by a square plus y square by 4. Right? Length of minor axis of E1 is what? 2b is the length of minor axis. What is b? B is 2. So length of minor axis of E1 will be minor axis E1 will be equal to 2 into 2, 2b. That means 4. That means b is equal to 2. B is equal to 2. That means again y square by 4. In E2, x square by some a square plus y square by 4 will be equal to 1. Then only we can say na, length of major axis. This 4 will be, this b square will be greater than a square. For this one, we can say b will be greater than a because this is going to be vertical ellipse. I hope you are understanding my point. So now here, but eccentricity will remain same. Eccentricity will remain same only here also, without any doubt. Eccentricity will remain same here also. What will be the eccentricity? Eccentricity is same, root 5 by 3, right? Root 5 by 3 is the eccentricity. So what we can do, root 5 by 3 will be equal to square root of 1 minus, here smaller one will be a. Smaller one will be a. So a square by b square, which is going to be 4. From here we can find a. So this will become 5 by 9 is equal to 1 minus a square by 4. That means a square by 4 will be equal to 1 minus 5 by 9. That means 4 by 9. A square by 4 is equal to 4 by 9. So a will be equal to 2 by 3. Correct? A square will come out to be 16 by 9. Let's not calculate a. Simply we know a square will be 16 by 9. Right? A square will be 16 by 9. So this ellipse will become what? This ellipse will become x square by 16 by 9 plus y square by 4 equal 1. This is your required ellipse. This is your E2 now. This was your E1. Correct? Now similarly we'll be able to find E3 also. Acha, what E3? Let's find E3 also. Now for E3, now what is it saying? Length of minor axis for E2 will be equal to length of major axis for E3. What is the length of minor axis for E2? A is the minor axis. So 2A will be equal to 2B. Right? 2A will be equal to 2B, A will be equal to, so now A square will be same in the next ellipse. In the next ellipse we can write in E3 it will be x square by 16 upon 9 because this A will remain same. No, A is the length, 2A is the length of minor axis. Right? So A will remain same. A will remain same. Bhai, if we are saying 2A is equal to 2B, that means A is equal to B, so A square is equal to B square. So here also A square we can use. Now this one will change. This one will change. And now this time it is going to be a vertical ellipse. This time it is going to be a, this time it is going to be a horizontal. Horizontal, then vertical. Again horizontal, then vertical. So this is horizontal. Here B will be greater than, here A will be greater than B. In E2, your B was greater than A. 16 by 9 is how much? 1 point something, right? So it was greater. Now this time again A will be greater than B. But eccentricity will remain same. What is going to be the eccentricity? Root 5 by 3 will be equal to square root of 1 minus. Here what is smaller? B is smaller. So B square upon 16 by 9. Okay. B square upon 16 by 9. Now from here we can find B square. How much B square will come? Let's see. 9, this will be very calculative. 5 by 9 is equal to 1 minus 9B square by 16. All right. So 9B square by 16 is equal to 4 by 9. Okay. So 16 B square is equal to 16 into 4 divided by 9 into 9. So 64 by 81. B square will be your 64 by 81. Alright. Now obviously we cannot keep on finding E4, E5. We have to make a pattern. What is the pattern? What did they ask? Area. Sum of areas they are asking. Right? Sum of areas they are asking. Sum of AI, where I is equal to 1 to infinity, and something they have multiplied also 5 by pi. Here they have multiplied 5 by pi. This is what we need to find. So area of E3, E1 and E2. Area of E3 will be equal to what? A3 will be equal to what? Pi into A into B. What is your A over here? A is 16 by 9, 4 by 3. A is 4 by 3. What is B? B is 8 by 9. Right? B is 8 by 9. So pi into 4 by 3 into 8 by 9. Pi into 4 by 3 multiplied with 8 by 9. So this will come out to be 64 pi divided by 27. Right? What is your A1? What was your A1? Pi into A into B. Pi into 3 into 2. Pi into 3 into 2. So pi into 3 into 2, that means 6 pi is your A1. What is your A2? What is your A2? Pi into 2 into 4 by 3. Pi into 2 into 4 by 3. Pi multiplied with 2 multiplied with 4 by 3. That will give you 8 pi by 3. So let's see. So this will basically be equal to what? This will basically be equal to A1, that is 6 pi. A2, that is 8 pi by 3. A3, that is 64 pi by 27, and this will keep going on till infinity. Right? It is decreasing obviously. This is greater, this is smaller, this is even smaller. Right? So we can do. Now what is this? What is this? Can you clearly observe what is this? This is your GP. Divide 8 by 3 upon 6. Divide 8 by 3 by 6. You will get 4 by 9. Divide 64 by 27 by 8 by 3. You will get 4 by 9. This is an infinite GP, where your R is equal to GP. This is a GP with R equal to 4 by 9. No? 8 by 3 upon 6. Yes. 4 by 9. Yes, this will be 4 by 9. R will be equal to 4 by 9. And A is your 6 pi. So sum S infinity will come out to be A upon, we know the formula, A upon 1 minus R, sum of infinite GP. So A upon 1 minus R will be equal to your 6 pi divided by 1 minus 4 by 9, which will give me 5 by 9, 54 pi by 9. 54 pi by 9. Do we have options? No, we don't have options. Okay, it should be an integer then. Acha, 5 by pi is also multiplied. Now wait. 5 by pi is also being multiplied. Right? So this will become 54 by 5. Right? S infinity will be 54 by 5. So 5 by pi multiplied with 54 pi by 5. 5 cancelled, pi cancelled. Answer will be 54. This is how this question will be done. Okay. Good question, important question, tricky question. They integrated GP also in this, right? You have to understand this question. Question is easy, solving is easy once you understand the question, but good question. So I would say solve it on your own once. Right? This came on 28th January this year only. Okay. Solutions are there, but not all solutions, at least for 2025 I can say they are accurate, because till now the accurate solutions are not uploaded on many websites. I'm also taking from different PYQ websites only. So let the product of focal distances of point root 3. Next question, which also came on 24th January, the third day. Let the product of focal distances of point this and this on the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1, being a greater than b, be 7 upon 4. Then the absolute difference of eccentricities of two such ellipse is. Two such ellipse. Obviously, two eccentricities will be there. Actually, when you read the question, your mind should think that, there must be a. I guess top class. Okay, YTGT. I'll consider that beta. I'll consider that. I understand. That's why we are taking less classes. We'll take for maths. No, I'll take board classes also. Boards is on 8th. No, confirm from CBSE boards. 8th of March, I think, right? That's the date. So I've planned some sessions specifically for boards, which if you attend, it will be profitable. Yeah, right now, two types of classes are going on YTGT for 2025 aspirants and 2026 ones. We'll take less classes. There are some events also which are going to happen, so don't worry. Kerala board, right? 6th March. Okay, so I'll start taking from 28, 29 for boards, maths board, right? Because usually math exam has many holidays, and that makes the math exam a little bit tougher than the other exams. That's what they say. I don't believe that though. Anyway, it's okay, YTGT. You can watch these videos later also. Not a trouble. Okay, not a trouble. Some of them I'm taking so that we don't lag behind in the schedule. Even I'm not well from quite 1 week. So that's why the schedules were missed. Let's say, let the product of focal distances. Let's see this question. Acha, focal distances. We studied about focal distances, no? I'll remind you once again. Suppose this is your ellipse. I'm taking a horizontal lip, right? Let's say these are your directrix. This is going to be x is equal to minus a by e, and this is going to be your x is equal to a by e, right? These are directrix equation. This is going to be ae comma 0. This is going to be minus ae comma 0, right? This point is your a comma 0, and this point is your minus a comma 0. Now let's say I'm taking a point on the ellipse. Let's say I'm taking x1 comma y1. Okay. Now focal distances, that means this one, let's say s, and let's say this one is s dash, and let's say this point is p. I also taught you in the session. I'm revising once again so that you can grasp that concept clearly. PS and PS dash, when we talk, this is not perpendicular, just looking like that. PS and PS dash, how do we find it? We always use the property of ellipse that PS by PM is equal to E. That means distance of point from focus over distance of point from directrix. This ratio is equal to E. Okay, so PS by PM is equal to E. Now PM will be what? This is your M point. Now so we can say PS is equal to E times of PM, right? Finding PS is distance formula, difficult thing. PM we can find easily because it's horizontal distance. What will be this distance? PM. PM distance from here to here. This is 0 comma 0. This point is your 0 comma 0. From here to here, what is the distance? Distance is A by E. So A by E minus x1. If I do A by E, this distance is A by E, right? Minus x1, if I do, I'll get PM. What will be PM? This distance minus this distance. That means this distance is A by E, this distance is x1 distance only. So this will be E times of A by E minus x1. And if I go this side, it will be PS upon PM dash. Let's say this point I'm calling. Let's say this is your M dash. If you want to find this distance, this is corresponding focus for this directrix. So PS will be equal to PM dash, that means E times of A by E plus x1. So A by E plus x1. This is also one distance. So there will be two distances. There will be two focal distances of a point. Right? What will this come out to be? This will come out to be A plus EX1, and this will be A minus EX1. So basically what do we know? That focal distances will be A plus or minus EX1. Two focal distances for two foci. Right? Distance from point root 3. What is x1 over here? Root 3. So distance will become A plus or minus E into root 3. Correct? A plus or minus E into root 3. These will be the focal distances. Now what are they saying? The product of focal distances. They are saying product of focal distances. That means a plus e root 3 and a minus e root 3. A plus e root 3 multiplied with a minus e root 3. This is given to us. Let the product of focal distances be 7 by 4. This is given to us as 7 over 4. So what does this give us? A square minus e square. That means 3e square. A square minus 3e square will be equal to 7 over 4. Correct? And another equation we already have between A, B and E. One more relation we have between A, B and E. We already have one relation, right? Between A, B and E. Try to think of that relation. By one more relation we have between A, B and E, which is A square is equal to B square into 1 minus E square. Oh sorry, ulta. This is A greater than B, no? So B square will be equal to A square into 1 minus E square. This relation also we know, na? B square is equal to for horizontal ellipse. So let's say this is your equation number 1. Then this is your equation number 2. So two variables, three variables we have. We need one more equation. That equation can be found easily because root this distance of the point on the ellipse. This point is on the ellipse. If this point is on the ellipse, then it's very easy, right? X square. So what do we do? Root 3 square. That means we'll satisfy this point, no? So 3 by a square plus 1 by 4. So this will become y square. No. 1 by 4b square. Right, this will be equal to 1. This is your equation number. Now you have three equations, three variables. You can easily solve. Right, 3 by a square plus 1 by 4b square is equal to 1. So equation number 1, equation number 2, equation number 3, you can find whatever you want. A little bit calculative it is going to go, but everything you can find. So these type of question, this was also 24th January. Then absolute difference of eccentricities of two such ellipse. What will you have? You are going to have a quadratic equation in E. When you solve these, you will have a quadratic equation in E. Let's see if I have e to the, this quadratic equation. When you solve these three equations, you will have this particular quadratic equation in E. When you solve this, you will get two values of E, and absolute difference of E you will be able to find, you'll be able to give. Right, when you solve these equations, solve in E. In E, you'll have a quadratic equation. Solve that quadratic equation. Two roots will be there. Find the difference of roots, and you'll have your answer. Answer should come out to be. Achha, answer is not given. Kya over here? Answer. Okay, find the answer then. Right, I have the values of E. Find the answer. Absolute difference. So if we go by this, let's say A is equal to root 2 by 3, or E is equal to root 3 by 4. Distance E has to be positive, definitely. So root 3 minus root 2 upon 4, root 4 minus root 3. Okay, root 3 minus root 3 upon root 4 minus root 3. So I think 4 minus 3, 1. No, I think B should be the answer. Yeah, B should be the answer. Just check once, okay? Just check once, but you have the method how to go for this particular question. Let's come on to the next question. Try this. Just give me a moment. I'll drink some hot water and come. Sorry for the break. Okay guys, let's see this question. Okay. I hope if you have tried this, great. What is it saying? A greater than B, ellipse is given, E1 and E2 are given. In E2 is a vertical ellipse, B is greater, have same eccentricity, both of them have same eccentricity. Let the product of their latest rectum be 32 by root 3 and the distance between the foci of E1 B4. Okay, distance between foci, we know 2AE is the distance between foci, so B4. Okay, so one thing, so we can directly write distance between foci. Distance between foci, this is simply 2 times AE of E1, because E1 is your horizontal ellipse. So distance between foci is given to us as 4. That means this means AE is equal to 2. AE is given to us as equal to 2. Right? This thing is given to us, 2AE is equal to 4. So AE equal to 2. If E1, E2 meet at A, B, C and D, then area of quadrilateral ABCD. This question is 2025 only here. Why didn't I put the year? Forgot to put the year. Maybe 25. Most probably 25 only, 2025 only, or 2024. Let's see. Next one is yeah, this is 2025 then. This is 2025. I don't know which shift, but 2025 question. So AE we can find out, and area of quadrilateral they are asking. So if area of quadrilateral they are asking, obviously if it's an abrupt quadrilateral, random quadrilateral, we won't be able to find out the area. We can find out, but that will be too much geometry. I'm sure that mains won't ask. So most probably this ABCD, from here only you can assume this ABCD is going to be a rectangle or square. Either it will be a rectangle or a square, then only we'll be able to find out the area. Otherwise it will be too much complication. All right, this one information. Now let the product of their latest rectum be 32 by root 3. What does this give us? Right, can we say 2A, okay, eccentricity is 1 by root 3. So that also we can use over here. So A into 1 by root 3 will be equal to 2. From here we'll be able to find A. Correct? A into 1 by root 3 will be equal to 2. 1 by 1, I'm just writing the equation, 1 by root 3. Eccentricity are same, no, for all of them, for both of them. So this will be equal to 2. That means A will be equal to 2 times root 3. Small a is equal to 2 times root 3. Great. Product of latest rectum also we can use, but for that we'll need A and B both. Right? Eccentricity is 1 by root 3. Now if I have A and I have eccentricity also, we know one relation. B square is equal to A square into 1 minus E square. Right? This relation we know. So B square will become what? 2 root 3 whole square. That means 4 into 3. 12 multiplied with 1 minus E square. E square, that means 1 by 3. So this will give us 2 by 3. And B square will be equal to 12 multiplied with 2 by 3. 4 2s are 8. That means B will be equal to 2 root 2. Correct? B square will be equal to 8 or B will be equal to 2 root 2. We can say both the things. Let's use both. We don't know. B square will be equal to 8. Because latest rectum formula is 2B square by A. Right? 2B square by A is the latest rectum formula. Now let the product, now what shall we use? Now your 2B square by A product now we can use product of length of latest rectum, right? Because for this one we have 2B square by A will be the latest rectum of this ellipse which is horizontal, right? And 2A square, capital A square by B will be latest rectum of this particular ellipse, because here B is greater than A. This is vertical ellipse. So latest rectum length will become 2A square by B. Okay. So this is given to us as 32 by root 3. Now what does this give us? 2 into 8 by 12. So let's solve this. But this is giving us A square by B. Where will it lead us to? If we can find A square by B, then eccentricity we'll be able to use. Yes, because eccentricity is same. So from here, let's find. So your a square by b will be equal to 32 by root 3 multiplied with this 2 into 2, that means 4, right? And this a will go that side, so a is 2 root 3 multiplied with 2 root 3 divided by b square, so b square is 8, right? So now we can cancel 8 4s are 32, 4 cancel, root 3 cancel. So your a square is coming equal to 2 times of capital B. This is the relationship which we are finding, right? Now we have A, we can find B also, right? We can find B also because we have eccentricity. E is equal to what? 1 by root 3, which is equal to square root of 1 minus smaller 1 divided by greater 1, which is smaller 1. A is smaller 1, so A square divided by B square. For this ellipse, we are finding E will remain same. Both have same eccentricity. So now this will give us 1 by 9 equal to 1 minus A square is 2B. 2B by B square will give us 2 by B, right? So from here we'll be able to find B, and B. So 1 minus 1 by 9, 8 by 9. 8 by 9 is equal to 2 by B. 8 by 9 equal to 2 by B. So B will become 18 by 8. B will become 18 by 8. B should come out to be this. Just let me check the calculation once again. No, wait. 8 by 9, correct. 8 by 9, 9 2s are 18. 18 by 8 only here we are getting. Hey, 1 by 3. Sorry. This is wrong. Here we are doing something wrong. Let me use another page otherwise. So B, that means E, that means 1 by root 3 will be equal to square root of 1 minus A square by B square, where we put 1 by 3 is equal to 1 minus A square. A square value was 2B. So 2B by B square. Alright. Now this B cancels this B, and your 2 by B will be equal to 1 minus 1 by 3. That means 2 by B will be equal to 2 by 3. That means B equals 3. We find B equal to 3. We have our B equal to 3. Now actually what the question says, E1 and E2 meet at 4 points. So you have to solve E1 and E2. For that you needed A, capital B, small a, small b. All of the things you have. So first ellipse of yours, your first ellipse is what? X square by A square plus Y square by B square, small b square, equal to 1. That means X square by 12 plus Y square by 8 is equal to 1 is your ellipse number 1, right? A square will become 4 3s are 12, and your this thing. Acha, we found B, we didn't find A yet. Okay, yes, B we found. So A square is equal to 2B. That means A square is equal to 6, right? This is your A square, capital A square. Alright, so second ellipse will be X square by A square, that means 6, plus Y square by B square. B square, that means 9. Here B is greater than A. This is your second ellipse. So when you solve these two, you will get 4 points. And those 4 points will definitely make a rectangle. Without any doubt, I can say that. Rectangle or square, same thing only, right? Rectangle or square. Okay, these two ellipses you have to, so for finding, you'll have to solve these two. Solve 1 and 2. Easy solving it will be. You can solve in X or you can solve in Y. You'll get 4 points. You'll get 2 values of X corresponding to 2 values of Y. So you'll get complete 4 points, and these will be the 4 points. 4 points are given in the solution, and the area will come out to be 24 root 6 by 5. The area will come out to be 24 root 6 by 5. Good question. Check this question out. Nice question. Actually, you had to use a lot of basic definitions. That's why I would say that it is a good question, not a bad question. Next, 2024. Okay, in 2025 we have seen 4 to 5 questions of ellipse, right? 1 or 2 I think will be in other part. One was chord with the midpoint, chord with the given midpoint, which I'll take further of 2025. So 99% of the questions, 98% of the questions came from the basic definitions only. Even in 2025 I can say one question came from chord with the given midpoint. Tangents and normals are not coming in coordinate geometry, especially in conics they are not coming. If the length of minor axis of an ellipse is equal to half of the distance between the foci, then the eccentricity of ellipse is what? But they have given no information about the ellipse. So what will you do? You will assume it to be horizontal ellipse. Obviously, length of minor axis of horizontal ellipse is equal to 2b, which is equal to half of the distance between the foci. What is the distance between the foci of a horizontal ellipse? AE, 0 minus AE, 0 distance will be 2AE. Half of that will be AE. Half of that will be equal to AE. So your B by A is equal to E by 2. Basically, you can say that. Or yeah, what are they asking? Then the eccentricity of the ellipse is what? They are asking about the eccentricity of the ellipse. So what is eccentricity? Eccentricity of ellipse, horizontal ellipse, 1 by B square by A square. Simply, so eccentricity will become 1 minus E square by 4. Solve this, get the value of E. So you'll get E square is equal to 1 minus E square by 4. That will give you 4 minus E square. So you'll have 4 E square is equal to 4 minus E square. That means 5 E square is equal to 4. So E square will be equal to 4 by 5. E will be equal to 2 by root 5. 2 by root 5 should be your answer. 2 by root 5 is there in the options. Second option is actually 2 by root 5. Might not be visible to you right now, but it's 2 by root 5. Easy calculation. This came in 2024. Easy concept based questions. These type of questions do come in your mains at least. Let A alpha comma 0 and B 0 comma beta. And next question again from 2024, 30th January evening shift. This question says let alpha comma 0 and beta 0 comma beta be the points on line this line, right? Let the point be, acha, to by reading only I am comprehending simple thing. This line says the same thing. No, A and B we can find. No, A and B are the points on this line. When we put y equal to 0, we'll get value of alpha, right? So simply we can say alpha will be equal to, put y equal to 0 in this, 5x plus 0 equal to 50, that means x is equal to 50 by 5, that means 10. Now put x equal to 0 in this, put x equal to 0, y will come out to be 50 by 7, that means beta is equal to 50 by 7, isn't it? In the first line itself, question gave a useful information. Alpha and beta ka value we have. Let point P divide the line segment AB internally in this ratio. Acha, line segment AB internally in this ratio. So yeah, there is this point 10 comma 0 and there is this point 0 comma 50 by 7. These 2 points, this is point A, this is point B. Okay, point P is dividing these 2 points internally in 7:3. In 7:3. So useful, everything is giving us an information over here only, right? So we can find point P also, right? Point P also we can find. Let's find now. 7 into 0 plus 3 into 10 divided by 10. So how much will this come? This will be the x coordinate. So 10, 30 divided by, so there will be 3. Y coordinate will be 7 into 50 by 7 plus 3 into 0 divided by 10. So this will become 50 by 7, 50 divided by 10. That means y will be equal to 5. So this point P is nothing but, your point P is nothing but 3 comma 5. 3 comma 5. Point P we found, right? Point P is 3 comma 5. Right, without any doubt we can say that. Now let 3x minus 25 be the directrix of the ellipse. Right, there is some ellipse, I'll I don't know which type of ellipse is, there is no information about that, but I think it should be horizontal anyway. But 3x minus 25 is your directrix of this ellipse. Acha, this ellipse, this is the ellipse. Center is 0, 0. Right? We cannot comment about horizontal or vertical, but we can say center is 0, 0. Right? Center of this ellipse is 0, 0. So directrix is 3x minus 25 equal to 0. That means if center is 0, 0, one thing we can say, if it's horizontal or vertical, that we and directrix is x is equal to 25 by 3. Directrix is what? X is equal to 25 by 3. X is equal to 25 by x is equal to a by e is the directrix of your horizontal ellipse. That means this is a horizontal ellipse for sure. Let's make it somewhere over here. Right? This is your x is equal to a by e. That means x equal to 25 by 3 is your directrix. 0, 0 is the center. What is it asking now? And the corresponding focus S, let's say this is your corresponding focus S. From S, the perpendicular on x-axis passes through P. From X, from S, from this focus S, if I put, this is not x-axis, this is not y-axis, center is 0, 0, but this is not x-axis or y-axis, right? These are not x-axis or y-axis, correct? If we put, this is a ellipse which is shifted because directrix is 25 by 3, you know. So now if from point P, if from this S, if I drop a perpendicular on x-axis which passes through P, suppose this is some point, let's leave this figure also. Let's say this is point, this is your focus S. From here I drop a perpendicular on x-axis and this passes through point P. So coordinates of focus of this particular ellipse will be AE, 0. Coordinates of point P are 3, 5. So if it is perpendicular, if S, from S we are dropping a perpendicular on x-axis and that passes through point P, that means x coordinate of P and S will remain same. That means AE is equal to 3. We can say AE is equal to 3 and we already have directrix equation which is A by E, x equal to A by E. So A by E is equal to 25 by 3. A by E is equal to 25 by 3. Right? We can use the relation. We can use our simple relation B square is equal to A square into 1 minus E square. This one we can use, or A square minus A square E square. That one we can use, right? So let's write this once again. AE we have equal to 3 and A by E we have is 25 by 3. What are they asking in the question? Then the length of latest rectum. So 2b square by A we'll have to use. Horizontal ellipse for sure. Now what can we do? What can we do? AE. So from here we can find E, I think, but it's better that we use this. B square is equal to A square into 1 minus E square. Let's use this. A square minus A square E square, it will become B square, right? And B square is equal to A square minus A square E square, value will become 9, right? So your A square minus B square is becoming equal to 9. Right, your A square minus B square is becoming equal to 9, or but here also finding B has become a trouble. 2b square by, so B square will be 9. I think we'll have to solve for E only, then only we can find B. Right, we should be solving for E. Any other way? If you can comment, if you can think of good. So let's solve A upon, I'm putting value of E which will be 3 by A is equal to 25 by 3. So this will become A square by 3 is equal to 25 by 3. So A I am getting 5. A will come out to be 5. Now if A is 5, then I know B square is equal to A square minus A square E square. That means 25 minus 9 will be B square. So B will come out to be 4. 25 minus 9, 16, 16 under root 4. Negative we won't take because here we are taking, here it's given, right? Horizontal ellipse and we are taking the right side. So we'll take B equal to 4. A equal to 5, that means LR will be equal to 2B square by A, that means 2 into 16 divided by 5. So 32 over 5 should be your answer, option number C. Question looked complicated. Another record, please try again. Arey, what happened? All right, next. Integration of parabola. I mean, like, including parabola in the question of ellipse is the common thing. Ellipse, parabola and circle, they will definitely involve or include in the questions of ellipse. Be prepared for that. Let P be a parabola with vertex 2, 3 and directrix 2x plus y equal to 6. Let an ellipse x square by a square where a is greater than b of eccentricity 1 by root 2 pass through the focus of parabola, then the square of length of latus rectum of E is what? This is 2024, 31st January. Good question. Actually good question. Can be repeated. You should write can be repeated. Same type can be repeated. Because I'll tell you why. Because here multiple concepts will be used and there are different ways of solving this question, and there is more chance of student getting confused with the wrong way or tend to use the wrong way. Now what is it saying? It is saying there is a parabola whose vertex is 2, 3. Let's say this is the parabola. Vertex is 2, 3. Right? And directrix is 2x plus y equal to 6. This is the directrix. Okay. And the focus, let's say focus is some x and y will be using alpha comma beta. Definitely alpha comma beta is the focus. Okay. So now it is saying that this ellipse passes through the focus of parabola. That means there is an ellipse. There is this ellipse which passes through the focus of parabola. The ellipse passes through the focus of parabola. Length of latus rectum of that ellipse we have to tell. This is the ellipse, center at 0, 0 and passes through focus of parabola. So, right, okay, this is the situation basically. Actually, the question is mostly about parabola and straight line, I think. Right, the only latus rectum length which we have to use is 2b square by a, which we know, right? Because a is greater than b, so 2b square by a will be the length of latus rectum. We'll have to find focus. It's best that we find focus. Because the ellipse passes through the focus of parabola. So it's very important to find the focus over here, which will satisfy in this line, and then we'll be able to solve the question. This point will satisfy in our ellipse, and then only we'll be able to solve the question. Then only we'll have the b square by a thing. This b square by a, then only we'll be able to find. So how to do it? Now see, this point, if you remember the parametric point on straight line, how do we take a parametric point on straight line? Suppose this is a point 2, 3 and I want to know a point over here which is alpha comma beta. If I know that this distance is r and this theta, which is the slope of this line, both the things if I know, then alpha will be equal to 2 plus r cos theta and beta will be equal to 3 plus r sin theta. This we have studied in parametric representations of straight lines. Right? This we have studied already. In straight lines we have studied this part, that alpha will be 2 plus r cos theta and beta will be 3 plus r sin theta. We have studied this. This only we should use over here. Otherwise, you know what you can do? You can find this distance and then equate this distance. You know, it will get too much complicated. You know how to find this distance. You can find this distance. What is the distance of this point from this line? This point from this line. You'll simply satisfy this point in this line. 2 into 2 plus 3 minus 6 divided by square root of 4 plus 2 square plus 1 square. That means 1. And mod of this. That means this will come out to be 4 plus 3, 7 minus 6, 1 by root 5. This distance will come out to be 1 by root 5. This distance is 1 by root 5. If this distance is 1 by root 5, distance between focus and vertex and point on directrix is also same. PS is equal to PM is the property of parabola. So this distance is also going to be 1 by root 5. Now, you can use this and then find point alpha comma beta, or use parametric representation. Distance formula will complicate the situation over here. Now, what do I need? I need r and theta. Look, what do I need to write this point? R I need and theta I need. R I got 1 by root 5. Theta I can get. Theta is just the slope of this line. So slope I can find the slope of directrix. Slope of directrix is how much? Or I'm calling directrix as line D. This is line D. Slope of D will become what? What is the slope over here? Y is equal to mx plus c. If you write it in the form y is equal to mx plus c, so slope will be minus 2. Right? Slope will become minus 2. So slope of this one will be minus 2. Minus 2 multiplied with what will give me minus 1. Right? Minus 2 multiplied with 1 by 2 will give me minus 1. No? So slope of D will become 1 by 2. Right? Because these are perpendicular. So slope of this line, this line, let's say line A. I'm calling it line A. Slope of line A will become, slope of line D is minus 2. So slope of line A will become equal to 1 by 2, perpendicular lines. So if that means tan theta is equal to 1 by 2. If tan theta is 1 by 2, then sin theta will be equal to what? P by B is that it is P square plus B square. That means root 5. Right? So sin theta will become equal to 1 by root 5. Cos theta will become equal to 2 by root 5. So I have this point. I have this point. Alpha will become how much? 2 plus 1 by root 5. R is 1 by root 5 distance. Cos theta is 2 by root 5. So this will become 2 plus 2 by 5. That means 12 by 5. This point will be 12 by 5. What will this point become? 3 plus 1 by root 5 into sin theta also came out to be 1 by root 5. So 1 by root 5 multiplied with 1 by root 5. That means 3 plus 1 by 5, 15 plus 1, 16 by 5. This point will be 16 by 5. You have alpha and beta. You have the points alpha and beta. And this, I think, is the correct way to solve this particular question. Otherwise, we'll just get otherwise it will just get complicated, nothing else. Right? So you have both the points alpha and beta. You have 12 by 5 and 16 by 5. 5 2 point something, and this will be 3 point something. Okay, anyway, whatever, let's leave them in fractions. Now your ellipse passes through the focus. Ellipse passes through. So your x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. Pass through this point, which is 12 by 5 comma 16 by 5. Okay, this is your point. So let's satisfy it. X square by, too much calculation, 144 by 25 plus y square by 256 divided by 25. Can we decrease the calculation? Is there anything in the solution? No. Okay, anyway, let's solve it. Okay, so all right, equal to 1. Ulta, why what am I doing? 144 by 25 a square plus 256 by 25 b square equal to 1. From here we'll develop a relation between a and b. From here we'll develop a relation between a and b. So that relation will come out to be a square is equal to 2b square. From here we'll get a square will come out to be equal to 2b square. Now what do we need to find? LR. LR will be, LR only we need to find, right? Length of lattice rectum. LR will be 2b square divided by a square. Okay. So 2b square, b square by a square we have already. B square by a, not 2b square divided by a square. 2b square divided by a it is. Right. So this will become 2b square divided by a square multiplied with a square. Can we do that? Can we do that? 2b square divided by a multiplied, no, wait. So we need to find this, and from here what we are getting? B square by a square, which is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. So if b square by a square is 1 by 2, so that means b square by a into 1 by a is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so a by 2, b square by a will become a by 2. So 2 into a by 2, that means this, that means a. Are we doing correct? B square by a will become a by 2. Okay, so LR should come out to be equal to a only. No. What are they asking you to find? Square of length of lattice rectum. Array, yeah, that's why. Why is my calculation square of length of lattice rectum? That means square of 2b square over a whole square. That means 4b square into b square divided by a square. So we have b square by a square, we have 1 by 2. That means this will become 4 into 1 by 2 into b square. That means 2 2s are 4, 2 into b square. B square did we find already? B square did we find already? If we put this in equation 1, then we'll find b square. Yes. Now this we'll have to put in your this equation. This equation we got. This we'll have to put in this equation, and then we'll find b square also, which is 328 by 25. So here when you'll put b square value, here you just need to put your final length of lattice rectum will be 2b square. Only b square value you need to put over here, and this you'll have to solve using the ellipse only. This b square value you'll have to find using the ellipse only. Once again, calculation only. Here, see, I'll show you. So finally these points we got, I think, right? 12 by 5 and 16 by 5. Okay, these 2 points we got. This gave us the relation a square is equal to 2b square. Now this relation, when we'll put in the normal equation, which is our equation 1, we'll find b square is equal to 328 by 25 once we have found a. Now 2b, this 4b square by a square only we need to find. That means 2b square. That means 1 by 2, 4 into 1 by 2 into 328 by 25. Final answer will be 656 by 25. Do this calculation once on your own. It will be better for you, and you'll be able to understand it in a much better way. Now, in a group of next question, which is 2023, where they included sets, where they just included sets. Easy question it looks like. What are they saying? It's a group of 100 people. 75 speak English, 25 speak Hindi. Each person speaks at least one of the 2 languages. If the number of people who speak only English is alpha and number of people who speak only Hindi is beta, then eccentricity of this ellipse. Okay, so basic, usually you can solve it with the formulas of sets also, but I always recommend to solve these type of questions with Venn diagram, where it is saying this is English, let's say this is Hindi. Total number of people in this Venn diagram, total number of people that we have in this Venn diagram is 100, because all of them speak at least one of the language. Now, each person speaks at least one of the language. If number of person who speak only English is alpha and only Hindi, 75 speak English. 75 speak English means in the complete, let's say English circle is red. In the complete red circle, total number of people that we have is equal to 75. This is 75. In the complete green circle, the total number of people that we have is 40. Right? So that means there must be some people who speak both English as well as Hindi. So people who will speak only English will be how much? out of these 75 we have to subtract x. So 75 minus x will speak only English. Similarly 40 minus x will speak only Hindi, and the sum of all the three should be equal to 100. So 75 minus x plus 40 minus x, this should come out to be equal to 100. Minus x plus x cancelled, 75 plus 40, that means 115 minus x is equal to 100. So x come out to be 15. That means 15 people speak both English as well as Hindi. People who speak only English will be 75 minus x. That means 75 minus 15, so 60. Only English. These people speak only English. Right? People who speak only Hindi, that means 40 minus x. That means 40 minus 15. That means 25. These people speak only Hindi. So what is your alpha? This is your alpha. This is your beta. Right? So alpha and beta you got. That's it. So now what you need to do? Ellipse, which is 25 beta square x square plus alpha square y square. 25 into beta square x square plus alpha square y square is equal to alpha square beta square. This is the equation, right? Beta square x square plus alpha square y square is equal to alpha square beta square. All right. So divided by alpha square by beta square first of all. Okay. Or divided by 25 into alpha square by that'll be better, no? No. All right. So divide by alpha square by beta square. This will become x square by alpha square plus y square by beta square equal to 1 by 25. This is what you are going to get. Both the values you have, you'll have to just multiply 25 over there. So how much alpha we got? Alpha 60, beta 25. So let's solve this. Okay, let's keep 25 over this side only. Let's keep this as 1. Okay. So this will become 25 into x square by 60 square, that means 3600, plus y square by 25 square, that means 625, equal to 1. When we'll multiply 25 inside, we'll get x square divided by 144 plus y square. 25, 625 will become 25. 25 into 25 equal to 1. This is your ellipse. This is your ellipse. What are they asking you to find? Eccentricity of the ellipse. Now you can easily find. You have A and B. So A is greater than B. So E will be equal to square root of 1 minus 5 divided by 12. That means E will be equal to square root of 7 over 12. It's square root of 7 over 12. Something wrong we are doing here. 1 minus B by 1 minus B square by 1 minus 25 by 144. E will be equal to square root of 1 minus 25 by 144. This will be your E. So E will come out to be square root of 119 divided by square root of 12. Square root of 119 divided by 12. Now check which of the options square root of 119 divided by 12 is there in the options. So easy question once again. They just included sets, right? Definitely they can include, they can do this. They can see by the laws of sets also you can solve this question, but Venn diagram is the method which I prefer to solve. And sorry, another question from JEE Main 2023. Let's discuss this. Let ellipse x square plus 9y square equal to 9. So your ellipse is nothing but x square by 9 plus y square by 1 equal to 1. This is your ellipse. Okay. B, intersect positive x and y axis at point A and B respectively. Okay. So at point A and B it is intersecting positive x and positive y axis. So point A and B we can easily find, right? Point A will become what? Point intersect x and y at B. At A it is intersecting x-axis. That means y will be equal to 0. When y is equal to 0, x square will be equal to 9. That means x will be equal to 3. It's positive axis. So 3, 0 will be point A. Similarly, point B also can we find? At point B, it intersects y-axis. So y-axis, x will be equal to 0. When x is 0, y will be equal to 1. So 0, 1 will be your point number, point which is named as B. Okay. So both the points we have 3, 0 and 1, B. Let's read ahead. Let the major axis E, okay, be the diameter. Let the major axis of E be the diameter of C, the circle C. There is a circle. Oh my god, they've included circle also. And let the line passing, they've included straight line also, through A and B meets circle C at point P. If the area of triangle, okay, I'll try to tell you the figure, right? So first there is an ellipse which is a simple horizontal ellipse. A is greater than B, right? Then there is a circle. Achha, the ellipse has, the center is at 0, 0, right? Then there is a circle. Then there is a circle whose diameter is the major axis of E. If diameter is major axis of E, that means center of circle is also 0, 0, can we say? Diameter is major axis of ellipse, right? Diameter is this, 2A is the diameter. So center will be 0, 0, no? So circle center is also ellipse center. Bad circle, I know, but you have to adjust for that. Circle and ellipse have the same center. Now it is saying that the line, that the okay, point A and point B. So point A and point B will be these. This will be point A and this will be point B, right? So these will be your point A and B. This is your point A. This has to be your point B. Achha, point A x-axis. Point A is x-axis. Point B is this one. Okay. What was this point? This point was 3, 0. And this point was 0, 1. So you can tell A and B also, right? A and B, obviously they are already visible. Let the line passing through A and B meet the circle at point P. This line meets the circle at point P. Oh, this is point P then. This is point P. Okay. The area of triangle with vertices A, P and the origin. A, P and origin. That means this particular triangle they are talking about is equal to m by n, where m and n are co-prime. Okay, so basically we need to find point P, right? How can we do that? Right, a lot of things we have already decoded, but point P, first of all, I can write the equation of line AB and then I can solve this equation with the circle. There I think I'll find point P. That should be my strategy. Equation of line AB. Equation of AB will be equal to y minus 1 is equal to 1 upon 3. Correct? No, I'm writing ulta kya. So y minus y1, let's say y1 is 1, is equal to y2 minus y1, that means minus 1, upon x2 minus x1, that means 3, into x minus x1, that means 0. Okay, so this will become y. I should use white color. What will this become? This will become y minus 1 is equal to, alright, so 3y minus 3 is equal to minus x. That's it. Correct? So your x plus 3y minus 3 is equal to 0. This is my equation of AB. This should be my equation of AB. X plus 3y minus 3 equal to 0 is my AB line. This is my AB. Now this I should be solving with my circle. This I'll have to solve with my circle. But circle's equation. What is the equation of circle? By equation of circle, so we can write now. Circle C we can write, because center is 0, 0. So x square plus y square is equal to r square. What will be the radius? Radius will be equal to 3. Radius of circle will be equal to 3, obviously, because length of major axis is, what will be the length of major axis? 2a. 2a means 2 into 3, that means 6. Half of that will be 3. Radius is 3. R square will be equal to 9. X square plus y square is equal to 9 will be my circle. So x plus 3y minus 3 equal to 0. That means x plus 3y equal to 3 and x square plus y square equal to 9. These are my two equations which I need to solve to find point P. Okay. So what will x become? Let's solve in y. So x will become 3 minus 3y. So 3 minus 3y whole square plus y square is equal to 9. This is what I'm solving. 9 plus 9y square minus 18y plus y square is equal to 9. This will give me 10y square, 9 and 9 gone, minus 18y is equal to 0. Oh, is it? Is it so? Yeah, I think this only is coming. So your y will be either 0 or it can be yeah, there is a link on the JEE English comment boxes. Please check that link. Right, important link for RM event. Y can be equal to 0 over here, or it will be 18 by 10, so 9 by 5. 0 or 9 by 5. Right, 2 points. Obviously, when we are solving the line with the circle, it's saying that once it is meeting at 0, y will be 0, which is already here. Once y will be equal to 9 by 5. So here y will be equal to 9 by 5 and x so we can find. If we have y, we can find x also. So right, y will be equal to 9 by 5 because 0 we have already taken, it is on our x-axis. So x will be equal to x plus 3 into 9 by 5 equal to 3. That means x will be 3 minus 27 by 5. That means x is coming negative. Kya? I don't think x should come negative, but x has to come negative, na? X will definitely come negative. Yeah, why not? 15 minus 27. So minus 12 by 5. This point will become minus 12 by 5 comma 9 by 5. Okay, this point became minus, so point P, basically I'm writing point P became minus 12 by 5 comma 9 by 5. Now they are asking you to find the area of this triangle. This is an obtuse angle triangle, right? Its altitude will be this, base will be this. So half area of triangle AOP they are asking, right, will be equal to half into base will be 3, right? Altitude will be how much? Altitude will be just y coordinate, which is 9 by 5. So this will be your area. That means 27 divided by 10. 27 by 10 is your area. M by N you have. And 27 and 10 both are co-prime. So your M is equal to 27, N is equal to 10, and M minus N will be equal to 17, which is the correct answer. Good question, calculative, but yeah, good interesting question. You need the in-depth knowledge of basic definitions of ellipse for solving ellipse, circle as well as straight lines. All the things were included for solving such type of questions. So this is how you have to go for these type of questions. Okay, next one. Let the ellipse with center 1, 0 and latus rectum of length 1 by 2. Latus rectum length will be 2b square by a for any ellipse, right? B center anywhere. 2b square by a will be the length of latus rectum without any doubt, right? And have its major axis along y and its minor axis subtends an angle of 60 degree at the foci. Then the square of sum of lengths of minor and major axis is equal to what? Easy question. Looks like an easy question. Why? Because it's saying itself that 2b square by a it's giving already. 2b square by a is 1 by 2. Right? It's already saying 2b square by a is 1 by 2. One more thing which is it's saying that the minor axis of this ellipse, center is 1, 0, but the minor axis of this ellipse subtends an angle of 60 degree on the foci. That means this complete angle is 60 degree. So this will be 30 this will be 30. Obviously these two will be congruent triangles, so 30 degree. Right. Now this distance from center to focus, the distance, what is AE? What is AE? AE is the distance of center and focus. So this distance will be AE only. In this triangle, if I take this triangle, in this triangle, this is 30 degree. This is AE. What is this? This is B, minor axis. Minor axis. This is A. Center is 1, 0. 1, 0 is center. Okay. So minor axis is subtending this angle at the foci. This angle is 30 degree. Understood? If this angle is 30 degree, I can apply tan over here. I can apply simply tan over here. So tan 30 will give me what? B divided by AE. B divided by AE. That means 1 by root 3 will be equal to B by AE. 1 by root 3 will be equal to B by AE. Okay. Now here we'll have to do some manipulations. That's it. So from here, what are we getting? Here we are getting B square is equal to A by 4. Correct? A by 4. B square is equal to A by 4. All right. And from here, what are we getting? B is equal to, acha, AE we know, right? We know, we can use this relation. B square is equal to A square minus A square E square. So your A square E square comes out to be A square minus B square. Right? So if we square both the sides, 1 by 3 will be equal to B square divided by A square E square. That means 1 by 3 will be equal to B square divided by A square minus B square. And then we'll use this value of B square. So from here we can say your 1 by 3 is equal to A by 4 divided by A square minus A by 4. This is what we can use, and we can find the value of A and B. If we'll find the value of A and B, length of its major and sum of the length of its major and minor axis, that means 2A plus 2B. We'll find square of the sum. Square of the sum, that means 2A plus 2B whole square we need to find. That's it. So A will come out to be, from here, A will come out to be 1, B will come out to be 1 by 2. From here you'll have A equal to 1 and B will come out to be 1 by 2. And then you can put it over here and find the final value, which will come out to be equal to 9. 2A plus 2B whole square will come out to be equal to 9. Your final answer will come out to be 9. Simple basic question, right? We didn't have to do much of, not simple also. You'll have to think that what does this mean, subtending the angle, and then tan theta, you'll have to understand that it will be B by AE, right? But yeah, this question is good. Not very calculative, simply thoughtful and observational question. Can repeat itself in the upcoming attempts also. All right. Just give me a minute. Guys, I'm so sorry. I think we'll take the questions further from this question only. We'll take from this question in one more session. I'll keep another session for ellipse only, PYQs only. I think there are somewhere around 30-35 questions which are still pending, and my throat is completely feeling choked. I'm unable to speak properly and it's paining. So I'll take in 2 shifts. till now practice these questions, and further questions I'll take tomorrow or day after tomorrow in the upcoming session. Max tomorrow or day after tomorrow, not more than that I won't stretch. I'll just try to recover my throat. So after this, I think 2-3 questions of definitions are left, and remaining the questions of chords are left. Okay, I'll upload this PPT also, and the other PPTs, if any PPT, any notes are remaining to be uploaded, please comment. I sometimes forget which notes I've uploaded, which notes I've not uploaded. If any of the notes are missing, then please comment in the comment box and I'll upload that note. Yeah, you must be wondering this. There is a difference in the t-shirt. This is for Aram, the event which is going to happen on 1st March. Remember that. Go on the JEE Nexus channel, on English channel or any of the Unacademy channel. You'll see the link for Aram event. Click on the notify me button and attend that event. That's going to be an important event. Important announcements are going to be made on that day. I'm sorry for discontinuing here, and I'll continue this particular lecture by tomorrow or day after tomorrow. The remaining PYQs will solve in that. Thank you for the cooperation.